Greetings to everyone. My name is Micaela B. Pareño, and together with my groupmates, we are here today to discuss to you our research. This video presentation would include a discussion of title, the introduction with a short background of the study, synthesis, statement of the problem, methods of research, and lastly, the procedure of data gathering, which are all found in Chapter 1 to 3. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Before we proceed, I would just like to introduce the other researcher responsible for this study. My groupmates, Joseph Bautista, Isaac Baynosa, Kenneth Cantella, China Jore, and Janil Pedida. Now, this will be the contents or the flow of the presentation. Our research is entitled The Potential of Malabar Spinach, Basella Alba Fruit Extract as an Alternative for Whiteboard Marker Ink. Now, let's quickly break down the title one by one. First, The Potential of Malabar Spinach, Basella Alba Fruit Extract. Basically, this is talking about having or showing the capacity of Malabar spinach to become or develop into an alternative upon conducting the study. As an alternative for whiteboard marker ink is pertaining to the main field and key factor of the study, meaning it revolves around the concept of determining the potential of Malabar spinach as an alternative for whiteboard marker ink. Going forward, let's proceed to the introduction with a short background of the study. A whiteboard marker ink is useful in people's lives. It has mostly been an essential writing tool in schools, universities, hospitals, and any other place where a non-permanent or unerasable ink is needed. Apart from health risk of using whiteboard marker with harmful chemicals, it is evident in this present day that there is a need to supply the demand for marker ink, especially on modernized countries all over the world. However, one of the factors that it might be challenging to meet this demand is due to the products that are not efficient enough to justify their high prices. So in this study, the researchers would like to encourage consumers to use alternatives in order to reduce the expenses associated in producing and purchasing whiteboard markers. This would enable them to save money while simultaneously promoting the potential benefit of our resource. These days, finding an expensive marker with high-quality inks is inconvenient. And since the researchers aim to produce a cheaper product with high local availability of resources that is less expensive and cost-effective than the current commercial one, this study predominantly seeks to further study Malabar spinach fruit extract, Basella Alba, as an alternative for whiteboard marker ink.
And I am Janil Pedida, and I'm here to give an additional information about the short background of the study. Furthermore, to its short background, we acknowledge that this study is a continuation of the previous study of one of the present researchers. Previous research in grade 9 at Vicente Madrigal Integrated School, entitled The Potential of Malabar Spinach Fruit Extract as an Alternative for Ballpen Ink, which the help of the previous study also of DDC, Davao Doctors College, entitled The Utilization of Alugbati, Basella Alba, Fruit Extract as an Alternative Markers Ink. These two different researchers conducted a study about Malabar spinach, and we as the present researchers used the VMIS study as the baseline for the new formulated and present research study. Since their study focuses only on alternative ink for ballpen and they did not sufficiently explore if Malabar spinach fruit extract could be also a potential alternative for whiteboard marker ink, since this study predominantly seeks for further study Malabar spinach fruit as an alternative for whiteboard marker ink. The study of DCC about the alternative whiteboard could be a baseline for developing the present study.
Now, here you have the synthesis of the review of related literature and study.
Good day, I'm Xoxo, and I'm going to discuss the synthesis in our research paper. The synthesis in our research paper reviewed a significant number of studies and literature related to this topic. What we found was that using Malabar spinach fruit extract as a whiteboard marker ink could be cost-effective, environmentally friendly, and have several other uses beyond its use as a marker ink. The studies and literature we discussed covered both the potential benefits of Malabar spinach fruit extract as an alternative whiteboard marker and some of its other uses. What we discovered is that the ink we utilized could not only greatly help but would also encourage people, especially students, to use organic products instead of purchasing expensive marker pens. Our research can serve as baseline information for individuals who want to conduct more extensive research related to making alternative inks or other uses for Malabar spinach. We believe that our research can contribute to promoting sustainability and environmental awareness in our communities.
Next that we will be discussing is the statement of the problem.
First, what does the potential of the ink formulation of Malabar spinach fruit extract as an alternative to whiteboard marker ink in terms of color, odor, viscosities, and primary erase ability? Second, what is the significant difference between the performance of Malabar spinach fruit extract as an alternative for whiteboard marker ink from the commercialized whiteboard marker ink in terms of color, odor, viscosity, and primary erase ability? Third, between the performance of Malabar spinach fruit extract as an alternative for whiteboard marker ink and commercialized whiteboard marker ink, which of these two ink formulation has the better quality in terms of color, odor, viscosity, and primary erase ability?
Now, we're going to proceed with the method used in the research.
As for our research method, this study involves the use of experimental research in order to determine the potential of Malabar spinach fruit extract as an alternative ingredient for making the whiteboard marker ink. Through the use of color, odor, viscosity, and primary erasability test, the researchers will attempt to quantify the formulation in order to provide answers to the SOP.
Finally, here comes the procedure of data gathering.
I'm Jan Kenneth D. Cantella, and here is our procedure of data gathering. The research instruments used in the study were color test, odor test, viscosity test, and primary erasability test. The material used in the study include Malabar spinach fruit extract, denatured alcohol, cetyl alcohol, acetone, vinegar, salt, microwave oven, microwave bowl, container, bowl or jar, measuring cup and spoon, stirring spoon, mortar and pestle, fine cloth, strainer, syringe, and an empty marker tube. The procedures involve the preparation of materials and making of Malabar spinach ink. The Malabar spinach fruit was crushed using mortar and pestle and filtered with fine cloth. The remove procedure. The ingredients were measured and premixed, and the solution was allowed to cool before filling it into an empty marker tube. The researcher conducted different tests such as color, odor, and viscosity tests to examine the potential Malabar spinach fruit extract as an alternative ingredient for making whiteboard marker ink.
And that's it. Once again, my name is Micaela Pareño, and this is the end of our research presentation. Thank you for your time and appreciation. God bless you all.